Hi, welcome to a short video on the Casio CT-X3000, and in this video I'm going to talk about the phrase pads. These are the four pads that you've got in the middle of the keyboard here, and then there's a stop button here. What these keyboard buttons will allow you to do is to add a little phrase of music on top of your playing to give you a bit of variety. So if I press one of these, you can hear that little phrase of music repeating over and over. And there's one already programmed in number 2, and number 3, and 4. And you can use these in combination. You can use them all at the same time, or you can use them in pairs or in threes. You can stop them at any time and start them again. A really useful feature to have on this keyboard. What I like to do is to use them with a rhythm, in conjunction with a rhythm, just to add a bit of variation and variety to a rhythm pattern. So I'm going to select a rhythm pattern, and we're going to go to number 14, UK beat, and if I press the start and stop button over here, you can hear the pattern that's playing. It's quite a basic drum beat pattern there, so it'll be nice to add some variation ideas over the top. So first of all, I'm going to access these phrase pads, first of all by pressing the function button here, and you can see we're now into the function menu. First of all, we've got touch. We need to scroll until we get to phrase pad. And then I'm going to press enter, number 6 on the keypad over here. And it says phrase set. We're on phrase set number 1. And there are actually 25 phrase sets. Each has 4 pads available. So in other words, you've got 100 phrase pads that you can program, which is pretty good for a keyboard of this price range. So there's number 25. If I go round again, we're back to number 1. I want to clear this set of phrases because I don't want those ones playing anymore. So I need to long press on the record and stop button, which is here. And first of all, you'll see copy. We don't want to copy, we're going to clear. So again, using my cursor arrows, I'm going to get it so that it says clear. I'm going to press enter. It asks me the question, are you sure? I'm going to say yes. And then it's complete. We've erased those pads. Now, if we press the cursor keys again, you can see we can step through each pad in turn. And each pad has its own separate set of settings as well. So let's have a look at pad number 1. I'm going to press enter. And this is set to loop, so in other words it's just going to loop round and round. That's what we want. It's not going to just play once and stop. It's got key shift. We don't want it to change pitch according to the chords that we're using. We want it to stay on the notes. The timing synchronization is set to 3. It can be either off or to the beat or to the measure. We'll leave it on measure for the moment, so that's number 3. Chord sequence synchronization is off, so again we don't want it to be affected by the chords we're using in our left hand, so we'll leave that off. And we don't want any breakpoints, we don't want it to jump up and down, we want to keep on a rhythm. So that's on phrase pad number 1. I'll just check on all the other pads as well. So pad number 2, press enter, is set to the same settings. Press exit, use my cursor key to go to pad number 3, press enter, check the settings here, timing, chord synchronization, breakpoint, press exit, change it to pad number 4, press enter, and again just check the settings there are what you want. Press exit. Okay. So now we're going to record some little rhythms into some of these pads. So again, I've come all the way out of there, and I'm going to go back to function, use the cursor keys until it says phrase pad, press enter, select the phrase set that I want number 01, and I'm going to record something into phrase pad number 1. So I'm going to press the record button, just a short press, and it will start flashing pad number 1. Before I do anything, I'm also going to select the tone that I want. I don't want to record piano, I want to record some drums. So I'm going to use the standard drum kit, number 2, 766. I use the number pad to select that. And it's in record mode already. And as soon as I press start and stop, it will do a countdown, and then it'll be ready to record. You can hear the pattern that I selected earlier, the UK beat is playing. And I'm going to add some shaker rhythms over the top. I'm just doing 1 bar. Here we go. Stop. So now I've recorded into the phrase pad number 1 a little shaker pattern. And press stop. And that will play along with the pattern here. So if I press start, I can add some shaker over the top. Notice that the rhythm patterns and the phrase pads work independently. So these can be playing on their own, or this can be playing on their own, or we can have the two together. We set it to measure earlier, so it will only start at the beginning of the bar, the beginning of the measure. So let's add another little rhythmic idea into pad number 2. Same thing again, press the function button, use the cursor keys until I come to phrase pad, press enter. I want phrase set number 1. I'm going to record this time into pad number 2. Short press on the record button. At the moment it says P1. I don't want P1, I want to record into P2. Notice here it also tells me the length, so you can have 1 bar up to 16 bars. I've left it on 1 bar. I've also got the quantize set to, it says 8, but that actually means 16th notes or semiquavers. And I've got the metronome set on, and I've got the pre-count on as well. So that all looks good. I'm going to make sure that I've got a drum kit ready, 766, and I'm going to record some woodblock claves over the top. So again, I'm going to press start and stop. You can hear the UK beat pattern playing, and I'm going to record some claves over the top. Press stop. So now we've got our shaker, we've got some claves, and that can all be added to our little drum pattern from the keyboard. Let's do one more into pad number 3. So press function, scroll until we get to phrase pad, press enter, choose the phrase set, and now we're going to press record. I want to record into P3, so make sure that that one is flashing away and it's got record button. The length is left on 1 bar long. I'm I'm going to make sure that the tone is the drum kit, not piano. Standard drum kit. I'm going to add a bit of cowbell in here. Press start and stop. And press stop here at the top of the keyboard. So now we've got 3 rhythm ideas that we can add to this pattern. Got the cowbell, claves, and some shaker. Okay, I hope that helps, giving you some ideas on how to use the phrase pads. Of course, we don't have to stick to this rhythm. We can overlay those phrase pads over any of the other rhythms. So there's lots of creative possibilities there. Thanks for watching.